everybody from our AT&T 5G virtual studios. Welcome on into the call-up. I'm Savannah Collins alongside my bestie and the best party thrower in the world, Julian Sakovitz.
There's more where this came from.
There is a reason for the confetti. We have such a special episode for many reasons. Number one, as you can see if you're watching, I've got my Chicago shirt on. My Chicago heart is very happy because our guest is 18-year-old goalkeeper for the Chicago Fire, Gaga Slonina, who will be spreading his wings and departing for Chelsea at the end of the season, which is super exciting. He's so sage. He's so wise for his age. And we've had these guests before where it's like he doesn't present
he's
as
made
an 18-year-old. But he's such a great kid, so talented. But even better, we got to reveal to Gaga Slonina that he is number 4 on the under 22 presented by Body Armor list. So if you don't know what that is, every year, it's a way to kind of celebrate the young players in Major League Soccer. Yeah. And so we got to vote on it.
Sure did.
Obviously they have to be under the age of 22. That's a precursor. But we get to vote, and Gaga Slonina is number 4 on this list. And this is rare for a goalkeeper, I just want to say.
His reaction to me spoke volumes over the type of guy that he is and the type of competitor.
Super competitive.
That he is. But the list came out. Mm-hmm. Check it out, guys. And
let's dive into our top 5.
I don't think number 1 will surprise most people at Jesus Ferreira. He was my number 1. Gaga Slonina was my number 2, though. And then I had Thiago Almada. Mm-hmm. No offense, Atlanta, but Thiago Almada got number 2 on this list. Then Talis Magno, then Gaga Slonina. At number 5, mm-hmm. our really good friend and our perfume buddy out at the LA Galaxy, Julian Araujo.
Yep.
So that kind of rounded out the top 5.
And that makes sense. Think they were all in my top 5. Not in that order, but those guys were all in my top 5. So I feel kind of like validated. And
they were in my top 7. That much I can say. But that's why you make the big bucks.
Yes, exactly. And honestly, like Jesus Ferreira, like how could we not?
That's a duh.
You know, like that was kind of a duh. Like last year it was Pepe. Number 1,
Ricardo
like this
Pepe.
Was like, yeah. So listen, two FC Dallas products.
And look where Ricardo Pepe is now. So onward and upward for Jesus Ferreira.
Onward.
But I just want to throw out a snub. My guy in Atlanta, Caleb Wiley.
Oh.
You're not paying attention, MLS pundits. So I'm calling snub, right? That's what this is about. Just we want to rage about snubs.
I love it. It's good.
Damn it.
Get after it.
Give Caleb the respect he deserves.
I know. But you guys, this conversation with Gaga is, it's really fun. He's such an interesting, smart, sophisticated young man. And we are so excited for all of his success and the success that he's definitely going to have overseas at Chelsea. So take a listen.
Time now for our AT&T 5G call to the field. Arguably the best prospect in Major League Soccer, Chicago Fire goalkeeper, who will join Chelsea of England's Premier League at the end of the MLS season. 18-year-old Gaga Slonina. Hey, Gaga, how are you?
I'm good. Thanks, guys, for having me on the show. Super excited to hear some questions and get started.
Well, you think you're excited for this show. Well, we have big news for you.
Breaking news.
Every year in Major League Soccer, there is a 22 under 22 list presented by Body Armor. So the best 22 players under 22. And Gaga, we have the pleasure of letting you know that you are ranked number 4 this year, historic. Only the 5th goalkeeper to ever make the list. So congratulations.
Really? Thank you. Thank you very much.
We brought confetti just for the occasion, and now we've got a big mess to clean up. But it was worth it.
And a light show.
Totally
Amazing.
Worth it.
Thank you guys very much.
Yeah, no, it's exciting. I mean, every year the 22 under 22 presented by Body Armor list is announced, and we get the pleasure of voting on it. And Gaga, I will tell you, you were higher than number 4 on both of our lists. But how does that feel to be recognized in this way?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's amazing. You know, I always try to put out the best performances. You know, so to be recognized as the number 4, I wish I could have been the number 1. You know, it's close there, but have that mentality to always be number 1. But yeah, it's awesome to have the hard work rewarded and to others to recognize that as well.
You're used to it. Goalkeepers never get the love that they truly deserve.
Facts.
Yeah, we stand goalkeepers.
Part of the position.
On this show.
Zero respect.
Well, we're going to get into big things like the Chicago Fire, Chelsea, but first we have to talk. I'm sorry. I got a lot of that in your hair.
It's fine.
It's part of the celebration. What better name in MLS than Gaga Slonina?
I know.
Huh?
I know.
So can you tell us about we know you have Polish origins, lots of Poles represented out of the Chicago area, but can you tell us the origins of your name and specifically how you got the nickname Gaga from?
Yeah, so I mean, I think it stuck with me ever since I was little, and it always came up when I would be like playing indoors, you know, with like on the turf where you could still hit off the walls and everything, and I would just hear like my dad say it and my mom, just Gaga. I think it was just a nickname they came up with, and like they were always around the parents of like my teammates, so you know, my friends' family started calling me it, and then it just stuck ever since. And now I honestly view it as more of my first name than Gabriel. Gaga is more of my first name. It's more usual.
Okay.
It's a fantastic name.
But like, are you the OG or is Lady Gaga the OG? Like, what year were you born?
Good question.
What year were you born?
I was born 2004.
Okay. I feel like you should own Gaga, right?
I hope so. I mean, she's huge, you know, but I don't want to step over her, but yeah, I mean, Question for you, because a bunch of the Leeds supporters have created this new song, this new chant for Brendan Aronson. It's like the American Boy, you know that one, and they use Brendan Aronson sing. So you're making the move to Chelsea. Would you be okay? Would you be okay if the Chelsea supporters decided to like use your name, like they use a Lady Gaga song for your chant? Would you be down with that? That'd be kind of amazing, yeah?
What song? What Lady Gaga song would it be?
Oh, I don't know. It could be any.
Poker Face.
That's not bad.
Good one.
So per Wikipedia, I believe Lady Gaga started to be called that around 2006, 2007.
Okay,
so
you win.
He's the original.
The OG Gaga.
Lovely.
Solved it. Gaga, so many rumors swirling around you, and you're a teenager. You know, before the record-breaking deal for the Fire that will send you to Chelsea at the end of the season, a 6-year deal. How did you balance out the noise and stick to doing amazing things like having 12 shutouts this season? How did you manage all of that while hearing that you may go to Chelsea?
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it was the preparation I do every day. You know, I think that, you know, when you prepare for the week like you're going to play, I think that confidence comes with that, you know. When it's time to play, you know, you've done everything you can to prepare. So, I mean, I think it was just about staying in the moment and, you know, being in the present. Obviously, you know, you want to keep giving those performances to, you know, have that move become a possibility, because if you focus on the future and live in what could be, then, you know, you're not going to put in the work that you need to actually get to that point.
That's very wise for 18. I was not that wise when I was 18 years old. Gaga, Chelsea is, I mean, it's one of the elite, most storied clubs in the soccer world, certainly in the Premier League. For you, why was that the right move?
Yeah, I mean, I think that the path that they showed me and, you know, presented me, you know, while I was talking with them and everything was something that I really liked. You know, they're really focused on, you know, a player's development and making sure that, you know, they're seeing the right things, you know, playing games and getting minutes, because obviously for a young goalkeeper, like, that's super important. You can train a lot, but you still have to see those game minutes and everything. So yeah, I was just drawn to the fans, to the location of where it's at, and, you know, it's Chelsea, so it was a no-brainer.
So many American goalkeepers have been able to go abroad and make a name for themselves. You know, you think about Brad Friedel, Casey Keller, Tim Howard, Zach Steffen, and now Matt Turner. Is there one that you look to or one that you've spoken to when you were thinking about this move?
It was, I mean, a lot of the, you know, American goalkeepers have gone to the Premier League. So, I mean, it was kind of like, it almost seemed like the right move. You know, so, and I know Matt Turner is playing in the Europa League right now. And, you know, when I was in a little bit of a rough patch, and I think around May, June, you know, he actually gave me a call and I spoke to him about, you know, dealing with stuff like that and, you know, it being highlighted. So, yeah, that meant a lot to me. So I mean, I worked with Matt Turner in February, and he's such a top guy. I love working with him.
What did he say to you?
Yeah, I'm very curious.
I mean, he just told me that, even when he was young, he made a lot of mistakes, and, I'm going to make mistakes young in my career, and they're going to be highlighted, because that's what a lot of the times, it's sad to say, but a lot of people look for a mistake to have something to talk about, so he just told me to keep going and trusting in the path, keep working every single day, and just, you'll find that form again. And so he was a big help.
That's so cool. I mean, what a great guy to have, at the end.
Also, Sean Johnson. I have to put Sean John there.
Sean.
He gave you a buzz?
Yeah, he didn't, but he spoke to me about, when we played New York away, I just spoke to him after the match, just to keep going, keep working. So I love Matt and Sean John.
We've talked about it on this pod before, but goalkeeping, it can be such a high risk, high reward position, right? Because when it's going well, you are the hero. But then when it's not going well, it's almost like the first person they blame is the goalkeeper. So it can only, I'm sure it can feel a little lonely at times. For you, how do you kind of get yourself out of those little slumps?
Yeah, I mean, I love the goalkeeping position for that reason. When you're doing well, everyone is with you, but when you make a mistake or something like that, it seems like the whole world's against you. So I love when you can bounce back and prove people that you're the goalkeeper that you think you are. So yeah, I think it's just about not worrying about any mistake, moving past it and staying present in the focus, because if you dwell on a mistake, you'll probably make more, so it's just about moving on and getting on to the next one.
Someone I have to ask you about, if we're going to talk about Chelsea, is now, everything seems to be that perhaps things are better for Christian Pulisic at Chelsea. Is he somebody that you've spoken to when you thought about kind of getting used to life at that team and in that city?
When I was at camp with him, I didn't even know that this move was going to be a thing. So I didn't speak with him about it there, but I did give him a message when I was in Chelsea, signing and everything. And he said, yeah, he's super excited for me to be with the club, and hopefully we can see the field.
Oh, what a little American duo in London. I love it.
Yeah,
you guys are awesome. You're gonna dominate. Gaga, for you, when you think about what's ahead and the time that you're going to spend at Chelsea, what are the expectations that you have set for yourself? What are some of your goals? How do you see this playing out for you?
Yeah, I'm so excited to get over there. London is beautiful, Cobham is beautiful where they train. So I'm super excited just to be in that environment and, see what it's like in the Premier League, how the coach acts when we win, when we lose, what's the locker room look like, and just that level of pressure. I can't wait to be in there and just, be in that environment, because I think you're going to learn from every single person there. So yeah, I'm super excited, and yeah, that's about, for sure.
I am in the presence of two Chicago legends, Susanna Collins and Gaga. So you were born in Addison, Illinois, just up the road from Susanna Collins. Like I mentioned earlier, Polish immigrant parents. You have come up through the Chicago Fire system. So I have to ask now, living abroad in London, will this be the first time you're living on your own?
Yeah, this would be the first time I'd be living on my own.
Oh, boy. Honestly, roommate? Or are you going to get your own place? What's the plan?
I think I'm going to get my own place. Yeah, I like to do, I've kind of prepared myself for where I'm at right now. I kind of do everything on my own, just so it's not like a completely big switch when I move over there. But I'm super excited. I'll probably get a dog when I'm over there.
Oh, I love that for you.
A little puppy.
Also, London is one of the best walking cities. So and so many people have dogs. They can just they go for their walk. You can go to Hyde Park and just walk your dog.
Oh, that sounds
probably
so
right. Well, Chelsea, it's in a very chic posh area of the city. You're just gonna love it.
It's gonna be great.
Not jealous at all.
You did that already.
I know.
It's turn.
It was highly recommend. Gaga, you turned pro at age 14, becoming the second youngest signing in MLS history and the youngest signing ever for the Chicago Fire. Age 14. For me, that's just, it's kind of mind blowing. But for you, how did you know? How did you know at such an early age that this was the path you wanted to take? And what was it like kind of growing up in the Chicago Fire Academy?
No, ever since I was with the academy, I knew that this was what I wanted to do. Ever since before I joined the academy, whenever we were in elementary school and they would ask what you want to do when you're older, it it was always professional soccer player. Like I actually have a picture of, we did like a yearbook in 5th grade and we put what our dream like occupation was. And I have professional soccer player written in there. So, I mean, it was something I always wanted to do. I never really had a plan B, to be honest, but yeah, it was always just, I wanted to go for it. And yeah, I want to keep going for it.
It's incredible, you know, like when you get that type of early start, like all the things you can accomplish. Like we opened the show with the big news. And then just back on September 3rd at 18 and 111 days old, you kept your 16th, like I mentioned, MLS clean sheet. Only Zach McMath has kept more clean sheets before his 22nd birthday in league history. Your 16th overall in MLS. So it's just so amazing. Like the accolades and the things for you are going to roll. So I'm excited to see what else comes. But I have to ask you, you're a frequent poster of your Sunday meals on Twitter. Big fan of Sushi Sundays. How did that kind of come about? And are you going to try like making sushi, or is this order in sushi?
Yeah, I kind of just, Sundays for me are just a day to relax, you know, just to get my mind and, you know, make sure my body recovers and everything. So I would put on Game of Thrones, order some sushi and just, you know, tune out the world for a minute. But yeah, I mean, I think I should try to make my own sushi because I love to cook as well. So I mean, yeah, I always order it in. So I think maybe one day I can do a Sushi Sunday where I'm making it.
It's fun, but it is a shift. You're like, you know what? It's like you got to get the rice. It's got to be sticky. And then you got to like roll it. But you know what? It's a great idea for like a chill Sunday.
It's a great experience.
It sounds like you're always up for a challenge,
for
Gaga.
Sure.
I have no doubt that if you set your mind to it, you can make some exceptional
Definitely have to try it.
Gaga, it's not like you have a ton of free time on your hands, but every time I feel like we talk to a goalie, they end up having these kind of quirky hobbies.
Oh, yeah.
Stefan Fry is an artist. Jeff Attinella, former goalkeeper for the Portland Timbers, wrote children's books.
Yeah.
You have time to develop a hobby, but is there something that you're doing when you're not playing soccer?
I started to learn how to play the guitar.
That's cool.
I picked up that hobby.
What are you playing right now? Like what can you
I mean, I'm so bad, but I learned like a Bob Marley song that has like 3-4 chords. So that's pretty easy.
Need.
Yeah,
that's
right.
Literally
that's all you need.
Most of the most popular songs are only like 3 chords. So like if you nail those, Gaga, you're golden.
Oh my God, we should have had you bring it. You could have serenaded us.
I don't know if that'd be that good.
It's like,
but I'll get there.
We're easy to please.
I know we are.
And I also love to cook. So cooking and, you know, playing a little bit is probably my 2 hobbies.
Real Renaissance man. London, he's going to become just even more refined and distinguished. Oh my gosh, we can say we knew him.
I got to reach out to Gordon Ramsay. He's got to teach me a few things.
Great point.
He is, I mean, he's very aggressive though in his delivery. I feel like, that would intimidate me. That would really intimidate me. Gaga, another thing we wanted to ask you about, you were obviously courted by the U.S. men's national team, but Poland as well. But ultimately, you made the decision to stay American. You said, I love this, your heart is American, which just made us very, very happy. But was that a difficult decision for you, or was it something that was pretty straightforward in your mind?
Yeah, it was a pretty difficult decision because my entire family is from Poland except for me and my brother. So I mean, you know, obviously it was my decision, and you know, because it's my career, you know, it's what path I want to take. But I had that feeling in the back of my mind that my family wanted me to play for Poland. But I think that, like I said in my statement, like my heart is American and I was born here. So I feel like America gave my family a beautiful chance and gave me and my family a beautiful life. So I think I need to repay that one day, you know, hopefully lift the World Cup.
That's beautiful.
You know, you bring up immigrants, and my family, my grandparents were all immigrants. And I remember the first time I was 18 and I went abroad and I went to Rome and I was by myself for school. And they were like so worried about me because like they had worked so hard to get me to the US. And then I'm like, see ya, I'm going to Europe. I'm going. So I had like, are your parents like so excited for you? They're going to like spend time? Or are they like afraid to let you spread your wings and fly? Because it's at 18, usually maybe go a few hours away to college. This is a huge move.
Yeah. No, my parents they've worked just as hard as me to get me to where I am, you know? So I think that they know that this is my dream. So I think they'd be the first ones to pack me. My mom has always said that, you know, she would miss me like crazy and come visit me and everything, but she's the first to want to make me want to follow my dream. So yeah, credit to them for everything they gave me, but they know that it's part of, you know, where I want to go.
Amazing. Okay. Aside from your family, what are you going to miss the most about Chicago? Because there are a few things that I think about daily that I miss all the time. And I'm curious what you're going to miss.
Honestly, I think I'm just going to miss that feeling of that comfortableness, you know, because I grew up in Chicago. I know where everything's at and everything. So I think when I go to London, it'll be hard to, you know, get it used to where everything's at and everything. But obviously my friends as well, you know, I'm going to be on my own there. So I'm going to have to meet a few people and get really close with my teammates. But yeah, I think just having that comfortableness of knowing where to go, you know, having that routine established, but I'll pick it up there. No worries.
You'll be just fine.
I can't wait for you. Gaga, before we let you go, is there anything we should be asking you that you feel like people don't ask you enough about? We've pretty much covered Chelsea and sushi and Chicago.
I'm a good juggler. I can juggle 4 balls. I don't know.
Like soccer balls or like
tennis balls?
Tennis balls. Like this kind of juggling.
Yeah,
how did you learn that skill?
I mean, I do a lot of work like hand-eye coordination stuff.
Oh, so it's prepared to. That makes you a good goalie.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully it can, you know, increase my reaction time. So
Gaga, next time I expect a guitar, a juggling display,
of course,
and maybe we do it over some hand-rolled sushi.
What an episode!
Oh man,
what an episode is right. Suzanne and I will see you in Chelsea. Gaga Slonina, thank you so very much.
Congrats!
Yes,
22 under 22 presented by Body Armor.
Thank you very much.
Yay!
Thank you.
Here for this. Okay, so you heard me mention it in the interview with Gaga. This was a few weeks ago. Okay, so the Leeds United supporters came up with what I think is one of the most clever, fun chants for Brendan Aronson. So basically they took the song American Boy. It's like, take me on a trip.
Oh, I love that song.
And it's, you know, my American Boy. And they sing it about Brendan Aronson. And it's brilliant.
Adorable.
And like when they sing it in their like British accents, it's just so darling. My guy's like, I love this. This is so great. So great. So we're talking to Gaga.
That begs one, adorable. Two, begs the question. What will Gaga's, I mean, it's got to be Lady Gaga, but what Obviously. Lady Gaga song will the Chelsea supporters adopt and scream? Oh, you're already on it.
There's only one. There's only one. To me, this is like super obvious. It's Bad Romance. Because you know, it starts like, Gaga, oh la la, want your bad romance, rah rah, oh la la.
Oh, and that's a great
Gaga,
chant.
Oh la la. That,
the Brits, most of the Brits, myself as a non-Brit included, they don't have that Susanna Collins pipes. So they're gonna have to say, Gaga, ooh la la.
Gaga.
Oh man. All right, Chelsea supporters, we just gave you a huge layup. You better take that and run with it. When he makes his debut, I want to hear it. And I want to hear you all sing it in synchrony together.
Yes.
Okay?
In tune as well.
That's a call to action to the Chelsea supporters.
I mean,
so as John says, put that in your pipe and smoke it.
That is such a Johnism.
Susanna's
John
dad.
being my father.
What is on tap? September 15th marked the beginning of Hispanic Heritage Month, and in commemoration, Extra Time and The Call Up have some exciting interviews heading your way, so keep an eye out for that. But in the meantime, the final prep camp for the FIFA 2022 World Cup is upon us. The U.S. men's national team take on Japan this Friday, September 23rd, then Saudi Arabia on the 27th, and it's all leading up to the big show, the World Cup. For the full schedule, as well as Canada's schedule, head on over to MLSsoccer.com.
Absolutely. And guys, the season is like, we are in the home stretch.
Susanna.
No, we're in the home stretch. Decision day is only like a month away. No, less than a month away. What am I talking about? 2 weeks away. 2 weeks away.
Yeah.
This is wild. Like we're almost there.
I should be excited, but I'm a little nervous.
No, it's going to be so much fun. I think decision day is going to be crazy dramatic.
I'm excited.
I am very, very excited. Thank you so much to the Chicago Fire, Gaga Slonina, for indulging us. And thank you, Jill, for hosting.
The next time we'll be seeing Gaga,
with the most.
We'll be sitting in his new man cave apartment. He'll be rolling us some sushi, strumming us some tunes.
Guitar. Yep.
And and juggling.
And juggling
as well. So
obviously.
We look forward to that.
What's up, everybody? It is Susanna Collins and Jillian Sakovitz, co-hosts of The Call Up. And if you want more Call Up action, hit like and subscribe right here on YouTube, right there.
And also make sure that you download every episode of The Call Up every single Tuesday at 5 o'clock Eastern Time or anywhere that you get your podcasts. And while you're here, why not check out some of these other videos as well?